It feels like everyone in life has goals, and that's partly what makes life worth living. Whether that be short-term goals, such as getting to work on time, or scoring a literal goal in a football match, or even long-term goals like getting a black belt in martial arts. These short-term goals are comparatively easier for an individual to achieve, because they're achievable right then and there. People tend to struggle with long-term goals, mainly because they take a long time and require a lot of effort and motivation. Therefore, pathways to access these internal levels of motivation are considered valuable by people with a growth mindset. I've given myself the long-term goal of becoming a full-time YouTuber, and I'd say I'm happy with the results so far. My channel may be small and not get that many views. However, I strive to improve my content with every video I make, and I've uploaded twice a week without fail. Like I mentioned, the numbers are small, however I've improved on my previous month of YouTube and that's good enough for me. I believe it's important to understand that things don't happen overnight and require consistency, as you don't get good at something you do occasionally. Here are my 5 things that keep me motivated. And number 1 is keeping a diary. I'm not necessarily talking about writing what happened during your day at the end of the day like a typical diary writer would, although you could if you wanted to. I'm talking about something where before the start of the day, you can plan out what you need to do and when to do it, just to keep you organised. This keeps me motivated as it reminds me of what I must do so that I don't slack off, and also the feeling you get when you cross off one of your objectives is great. The best way I can describe it is that it's like achieving something in a video game, as the objective you're trying to carry out is visible. At the end of a good day, you can also look back at the things you did in writing, showing you what makes you happy as an added bonus. And number 2 is exercise. The first thing on my checklist of things I need to do is usually exercise, unless it's a rest day. If I start my day off with the gym in my tired state, then it sets the rest of the day up nicely, as I believe I can get anything else done after putting a hard shift in. It also allows me to have more freedom with my desk work, as I've got my exercises out of the way. You really should have a good balance between the physical and mental challenges you take on, as a balance in these things promotes physical and mental growth. Exercising at the start of the day keeps me motivated because it wakes me up at the right time, and wakes me up immediately with a challenge to begin the day. At number 3 is obsession. This might sound a bit much, but if you can allow yourself to become obsessed with whatever you want to achieve, then it's going to be hard to stop you. I know I've already linked this back to video games, but if you become obsessed with a game, you become pretty knowledgeable about it. It's like how people learn all the Mortal Kombat combinations. It's purely passion and obsession for what they're doing. It should go without saying that you can learn a lot through experience, and these new things you're learning due to an obsession with your craft makes the whole process a lot more rewarding and therefore motivating as well. And number 4 is paranoia. I know paranoia and obsession are typically something you'd associate with a crazy ex, or a patient in an asylum, but let's ignore that for now. I value paranoia when it comes to motivation for a simple reason, and that is to avoid making a fool of myself. Being paranoid or retrospective about your work can bring about a whole lot of improvement you wouldn't have recognised otherwise. It will motivate you to not put what's important to the back of your mind, and that's why I class it as a great motivator. And finally, at number 5 is limiting cues. And nope, we aren't playing pool. By limiting cues, I mean restricting how easily accessible distractions are. For example, if your Xbox is getting in the way of what you want to achieve, try and pack it away after the next time you use it. Or if your phone is doing the same thing, turn it off and put it into another room. This makes these distractions harder to access, and as a result you will have less things in the way of you achieving your goals. In short, limiting cues allows for high levels of motivation as it reduces the amount of distractions you have. I guess that's it for what motivates me. I'm definitely no expert, but these are the things which I've noticed help me a lot when I'm trying to achieve something special, and hopefully it can help one of you out as well. Cheers for watching and subscribe if you want to see more.